Following article is from Buzzle. Cheating is a choice, not a mistake. Don't be fooled. Unknown. When it comes to a relationship, trust is the key factor for it to work out. What happens when one partner cheats? The entire relationship is shattered, because the trust is completely gone, feelings are hurt, hearts are broken, and the party who has been cheated on feels absolutely disillusioned. If there was to be a book written on the exact reason why one cheats in a relationship, the author would be a millionaire. But unfortunately, for some, such a book has never been written, but there have been many movies and books that try to give a perspective on why people cheat. Cheating is considered a sin, and should not really be done. Many men cheat, and when caught and confronted about the reason as to why they indulged in adultery, they come up with excuses, some of which are just silly. Many blame their spouse or partners for not keeping up the flame in the relationship, whereas some pass it off as a mistake or a drunken escapade. Presented to you in this Buzzle compilation is an elaboration of 11 reasons or excuses men use when they cheat on their wives or girlfriends. The 11 gems excuses given by men to the wife-girlfriend. The following excuses are given to wives and girlfriends, thinking they are gullible, without realizing that the excuses are feeble and old. Honey, I'm working late. Probably the oldest and most exploited excuse that any man has ever used. It is usually used when the man in question is cheating on his wife-girlfriend with his secretary or any other colleague. It's not like they have to think too hard to conjure up this excuse. All they have to do is pick up the phone and say, "Honey, I'm going to be working late tonight." Some even guilt-trip their lady by giving her an expensive gift, and then saying that they need to work hard to maintain their lifestyle. If you suspect that your man is cheating on you, ask him questions about work, in the most tactful way possible, without seeming as if you're accusing him, or just surprise him by just dropping in one night with a small, quick meal. Before you make the decision to talk to him about this habit of working till late, take some time out and think, does his job require him to spend weird hours at work? In short, does he have a legitimate excuse for staying back at work? Has he been genuinely busy, and crunching in last-minute work even at home? If yes, then please consider these points before taking any rash decisions. I need to be in, name of city, for a conference for the entire weekend. Many married women might be able to relate with this excuse. When the relationship is new, the husbands or boyfriends try to spend as much time with their women as they can, by taking them out for romantic weekends, dates, etc. But as time passes, some men get a little too involved with their work, or take on a mistress. She's the new shiny toy in his life, and he starts spending more and more time with her. So much so, that he starts taking her out on romantic weekend getaways, and keeps the girlfriend wife at home, saying that he has a conference, or a client meet out of town. If he is leaving telltale signs of having an affair, like telling the girlfriend wife to not drop and pick him up from the airport, making sure that his passport and tickets are safely kept away, being secretive till before the trip, telling his partner about the trip at the last moment, etc., then there is a need to check his whereabouts. Darling, I am feeling under the weather today, I think I've caught some bug, can we meet once I'm better? Or I have some family coming over, and I need to spend some time with them. This excuse is always given to girlfriends. Obviously, men can't say this to their wives. If they have another woman on the side, men will try to make time for them, to keep the relationship fresh, and also because they get a thrill in it. Many will disagree with me on this, but it's true. Men will try to spend as much free time as they can manage, with their new woman, and sometimes, actually many times, end up compromising on the time they spend with their girlfriend. The excuse mentioned above will not only give them time apart from their girlfriend, but they also think that their girlfriend won't doubt them. It's just silly, 'cause women are smarter than that, as this same excuse has been used so many times by cheaters that it has become old and stale. I'm off to the gym, or I am playing a game of tennis or golf with my friends. Going to the gym to work out gives a man a few hours to spend with his new lady interest. If he's skipping out on gym, or not really playing, he forgets that the effects show on his physique. Regular exercise and sport tones the body, so if your man has not been going to the gym regularly or playing any sport, he will not appear toned. Another excuse that falls in the same category as this one is, "I'm going out with the guys for a few drinks." Men use this excuse so many times that it's the first clue they give their partners if they are cheating. Easiest way to counter a check on him, without him getting suspicious of your actions, is to invite his friends over for dinner and strike up a conversation about their newfound love for sport. If he is not cheating, and just wants some guy time with his pals, then the explanation you get about their games will be till the last detail. But, if your partner is cheating on you, he will either tell his friends to cover for him, or he will keep postponing the dinner saying that his friends were busy. "We were on a break, so it does not count." This one is credited to Ross Geller from the popular sitcom Friends, where Ross sleeps with this other woman and tries to explain to Rachel that they were on a break. Absolutely not done, 'cause even if you are on a break, you have not completely ended the relationship, right? And what if the guy purposely decides to go on a break, only so that he can indulge in coitus with other women, and live a guilt-free life, at least during the relationship? If the woman did the same with the guy, wouldn't he have dumped her, or made her feel guilty for the rest of her life? Duh. Being on a break is the lamest and dumbest excuse to ever be used by a man to justify his cheating. Most men don't realize the difference between taking a break in a relationship and taking one from a relationship. The former means giving space, and letting some breathing space, and thinking time for both parties away from each other, whereas the latter means completely ending all ties with each other. If your relationship has ended, there is no reason for any accusation, but if you're just on a break, and the man or woman does end up committing adultery, then it classifies as cheating. "She's just a friend, it didn't mean anything." There are two parts of this excuse that can be analyzed. 1. She's just a friend, and 2. It didn't mean anything. The argument for both are extremely simple. If she was just a friend, how did you end up having an affair with her? There is always an invisible boundary or line maintained in a friendship, which one should not cross. Crossing it ruins the friendship. And the other part signals if she really was your friend, how would it not mean anything? Some feelings must have been attached, right? Why would someone want to jeopardize both relationships, friendship and the romantic one, for a casual one-night stand? Sometimes, I feel that men really take a woman's intelligence for granted. They should come up with foolproof excuses, better yet, not cheat at all. On par with this one are, "I was drunk, it was a mistake, she was going through a tough time and it just happened, and it's all your fault." Flimsy and sloppy as these excuses are, they still end up hurting sentiments and breaking hearts. Nothing happened. Now, this is one excuse that always has a mysterious part to it. Some men have an affair, most get caught, and many claim that nothing really happened. How is their claim true on any ground? If nothing happened, how was it an affair, and how did he get caught cheating? Ironic, isn't it, that men actually have an affair, and do not do anything? Not having a physical involvement and just having an emotional one classifies as something happening. Technically, something did happen, because he did invest a lot of feelings in his other woman. To the mistress. These excuses are usually used by men when they are married or in a relationship, and are hiding it from the other woman, mistress, etc. "We are together for the kids." So, the new guy in your life tells you that he has kids, you think that it's not a big deal, there are many widowed and divorced men out there. But the real kicker is when he tells you that he is still married and cannot divorce his wife. Why? Because of the kids? What kind of excuse is that? If he really cared about his family so much, he would not have had an affair with you in the first place. I connect better with you. Having an emotional affair is still cheating. Just opening up to another woman who is not the girlfriend-wife is cheating, even if the relationship does not involve getting physically intimate. Probably, initially it starts off as an emotional affair, but there is always a possibility of it turning into something more intense. There are many types of cheating, but, by far, emotional cheating is the most dangerous and hurtful. "I am getting a divorce, breaking up with her soon." If he is genuinely in the middle of a divorce, then you need not worry when he tells you this, but it's always better to ask him to show you the papers. You have the right to ask. If he has a girlfriend, has been seeing you on the side, keeps telling you that he is going to break up with her soon, and has still not done it, then it is a reason for you to worry. This excuse is used most times when a guy is just stringing you along. He does not really have any intentions to break things off, nor get a divorce, with his spouse, cause if he was to actually end the relationship, it would have been done before he started seeing you. It's just a namesake relationship for our parents. What is a namesake relationship? We are all living in the 21st century, right? So, where does the question of being in a forced relationship arise? You get married to someone you love, and not for public appearances. If your married boyfriend is giving you this excuse, please do not fall for it. It's absolutely moot and preposterous. Divorces are common today, so if your boyfriend is married, and refuses to divorce his wife, giving you the above reason, he is absolutely taking you for a ride, and insulting your intelligence. It is saddening to see men and women alike taking each other for granted. Both parties forget that relationships are sacred and they have to be treasured. Complete honesty and mutual understanding are the core features of any relationship. Cheating is like a cancer to relationships. Once it rears its ugly head, no matter what you or your partner do, the relationship suffers and finally dies. Don't let that happen to yours for just a moment of temptation. A relationship is truly a very beautiful thing,